appetite was. Since that time, we have been dealing in procurements. When you were in Chankwanzi where you were not, I asked the same question before the president. And the Minister of Energy said, we have a challenge with procurement, which means the money that we borrow, we are paying for interest without being utilized because of ineptness of some people in your docket, Madam Chair, Madam Accounting Officer. Madam Accounting Officer, I don't know whether you have planners or gamblers. We have gamblers and planners. You are either for us or against us. I must speak this with the spirit of Wachisanja Kuna Kulala. What is it that is in Kanungu? Madam, Mr. Chair, the poles are hanging for 5 years.
Even in Kasanda, they are hanging. They are hanging.
Mr. Chair, we have what we call the SMEs. They have left, they have completely disappeared. Procurement issue. We have this. I want to tell you, if we have planners, do you have them here, by the way?
Honorable James, please take that conclusion. We leave that
I
matter.
I would request
then
that
we'll move to something else.
When we interface with the team tomorrow, let you come prepared, because I have traversed this country. I know what is happening there. We have come to a ministry. You are telling us procurement. When Chankwanzi, the minister put it categorically clear that she was being frustrated by the procurement unit. So I didn't know you. I have come to see, I've just seen you, that you are the one frustrating government. And that one has a connotation on our plan as government, because industrialization cannot move on when you have stifled that element. We cannot have everything move.
Thank you, Honorable James. Kindly move to the next query.
Oh my God.
I'm seeing you're exhausting the energy.
No, I am having energy because I'm... Mr. Chair, I want also to go to page 15. Two to four. Page 15 on the Auditor General's report.
Page 224, page 15.
Page 15.
Audit query 224.
Yes. The failure to upgrade the mining cadastral system, build their interest. And that one comes back on Mr. Chair, what Honorable Karim had interrogated. I actually, even on the royalties where we have come from, because the law is clear. The delay to pay, it causes you to pay interest, and you cannot track them without the cadastral plan, system. So why is it that such a small thing, but which helps the government, which enables government to operate well, which enables your ministry to operate well and get more revenue, what would be the reason not to upgrade such?
Thank you, Honorable Kaberuka. This matter, we are working on it. We have an ongoing procurement for the maintenance and routine upgrade of our cadastre system, and I will quickly invite Kedi, the Commissioner Mines, to quickly provide the latest on where we are on that process.
Thank you very much, PS. Chair and honorable members, at the time of audit, we had promulgated some new regulations that were going to implement some provisions in the Mining Act, which was of 2022. So once the regulations came into force, we had to obviously reconfigure the entire system. So our system is quite robust, the online mineral licensing system. So as we speak now, all these configurations have already been done. At that time, really, we are bringing in all components of the new laws and regulations to make sure that they speak.
Commissioner,
Yes.
I have new members of parliament here. Some of us have been here and we've been speaking that language of cadastre and that one. So explain to us. And you also respond with 1.4 on the same. 1.4, you put them together.
So 1.4 is on
Valuation of non-produce assets.
valuation of?
So explain the other one. PS is saying we will explain this one.
Okay.
Because I know that one leads us to this. Not so?
Yes,
Am I
yes.
right or no? Am I right, Commissioner?
You could be right here. Yeah.
Okay, move.
So, Chair, the mining cadastre and registry system is an online system that does the licensing process in Uganda. So, ideally, in 2019, before 2019, we used to use paper files. So, we migrated online, fully online. So, it is hosted in the cloud, and you're able to make applications there. You're able to transact, make payments. You're able to report. And you're able to withdraw or request for a revocation of your license. Whatever you want to do, you're able to do it in the system. So the original configuration was done using the Mining Act of 2003. So once we enacted the one of 2022, and of course attendant regulations came in 2023, 2024, and there's another one of 2025. So ideally you have to make the system speak to the laws. So whatever somebody is doing in the system must be reflective of what is in the laws. So at this time of audit, really, we were just waiting for a regulation to come in force and then we just implement. So this is already done. We have already worked on this. And now all the payments and so on, penalties and so can be done on the system. But by then we are not configured, Chair.
Commissioner,
Yes.
if I want to become a miner tomorrow and I need information on where the minerals are in Uganda, do I come to you?
Yeah, no, actually, even right now on your phone, I can tell you to just click on a link. Chair, just by Googling Uganda Mining Cadastre Portal, it will lead you to a map of Uganda showing all areas where we've licensed. And if you look at the left-hand column, you will see a legend. And once you click on mineral currencies, it will automatically plot all the minerals and their symbols on that exact map. So you're able to know where minerals are.
So now go to 1.4. Having answered that one. Go to 1.4. After you, she will come in.
That very matter, yes. I wish we had a system. That very matter is saying that when you Google, you are able to locate where the minerals are. And it's the very query. That means the auditors checked, and because now we don't have those systems, or we are not able to check via what he's saying. So that the auditors queried that very one, that at a certain point we should be seated here and we cross-check. So does it mean that what he has said and the auditors are different from what they noticed? Because for them, by that time, they have that moment.
Can I just clarify on the audit? This particular query was for the system to implement a penalty mechanism for interest payment in 2.24.
Yes.
And that was the query. The system is operational and it is accessible and available. It's automated. But the query was on the system now being upgraded to apply a penalty on interest, on royalties. That was the query. And we've now upgraded the system to do exactly that. And we can demonstrate.
Our local governments will be able to
2% royalty.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, PS, on earlier on, we were on matters of royalties. Now, your system should be able to tell me that minerals that came from Kasanda were this amount, and what is due to us is this much. So you mean the system shows that? I can tell the people of Kasanda, Kasanda District Administration to check out how much is due to us.
Chair, allow me just invite KD to give the depth of what the system demonstrates on royalties.
Chair, what we are now able to do, the system itself does not do it if you click on it, but what we are doing is that we have established a dashboard which is part of the system, picks information from the system, and we are installing this information in the offices of each chief administrative officer, because this is something that they want to rely on for making informed decisions. So most of the cows have this dashboard, and they're able to click and know from which particular mining activity are they generating royalties. You can even project for the next 5 years how much royalty you are able to anticipate. So the system is there, but currently we're only using it for the chief administrative officers.
But you appreciate why I asked about the mineral cadastre?
Yes, yes.
From that one, it is not part of the query, but I wanted you to go to 1.4, and yes, you had gone there.
Maybe, yes, if I may, I think I've understood the query. 1.4. I think that we have to appreciate that Uganda is blessed with a number of minerals. And so, as the ministry, what we've done is we've done detailed and high-resolution airborne geophysical survey across now 100% of the country. Previously it was 80%, but like PS mentioned earlier, we have also been able to handle Karamoja now. So we have high-resolution airborne geophysical data for the whole country. We've also followed up with geological mapping and geochemical sampling. So we picked samples across the entire country. And so we're able to assess, we know where all these minerals are. However, we have not done detailed exploration for all of them. We have only done for particular ones. For example, we've done for some areas for gold, for iron ore, for limestone, and so we have quantities of minerals for some categories of minerals. But we have not been able to do quantification for all these minerals because of largely funding issues. But it's something that we intend to do and bring some of these mineral occurrences into bankable feasibility projects.
Yes.
Thank you.
You wanted to add something on 1.4?
He has largely clarified it. So we have an ongoing quantification program where we are quantifying these mineral resources, and we will validate these figures with actuals from this process. We are also we've put in place a project to just focus on this quantification process. So, but he has addressed the issue.
Thank you. Commissioner, these minerals are for the people of Uganda.
Yes, yes, Chair.
There is a behavior that in the ministry you prefer the foreigners to be the ones to partake of the minerals.
Chair, you
And
know,
let me finish. And those are the ones you call investors. And continuously you prefer that they are the ones who are supposed to be doing the mining, including the simplest of the minerals, sand. Sand. All sand is not yet categorized as a mineral. It's a building substance. But even the building substance, you prefer to license foreigners. And when you find our Ugandans at any particular point mining for where you said there are no minerals, you call them illegal miners. And that is why I asked about the cadastre. Is it, you call it the cadastre what?
the cadastre,
The cadastre system, where all the people of Uganda who are interested in minerals may go. I'm told that one with the particular information that where there are large deposits, it is only sold to the rich men in Uganda who will go and pay off the land and they say, this is my land. And then they wait for the investors. Do you want to say something about that? This is beyond the audit matters.
Chair, I know you know that information is not correct. I will give an example of your own district. Sometime around 2012, when the mining commenced in Kasanda, they then Mubende, the activities were largely illegal and informal, so we used to call them illegal miners. But as a ministry, we really sensitized them. And if you recall,
I had
we
a
licensed
very
them.
big fight with the minister who was calling my people illegal miners.
Now they're no longer illegal.
You know why I was fighting? There was you had licensed somebody since 1989, and that company would always tell you there are no minerals. But when our people went and discovered they started mining and eating on the minerals, you came and said you people are illegal. Yet they are the ones who showed you that truly there is money here. Instead of formalizing them as artisanal miners, you chose to work with the army to destroy their livelihoods anyway.
Chair, respectfully, that is now in the past. And as you know, the ministry has now licensed your people. They are very happy. They are doing business. You go to Bukuya, you find them very happy. You go to Chitanda, they are very happy. We have licensed them. You go to Chisita, they are very happy. So now our people are recognized and they are mining. And we are doing this across the entire...
So now they are called artisanal miners.
Now
and that is the name I wanted.
For Honorable here, his people are still illegal because there's a gold rush in Kanungu as we speak. But we're also working on licensing them. And we are recognizing our people and we are getting them involved in the industry. So Kanungu,
yes,
you're illegal now, but will be legalized soon.
Rania.
Honorable Chair.
I agree with you, Mr. Chair. The Chinese have taken over Kanungu. They
want.
And
they want
everywhere they go, Chinese.
The Chinese are never.
And the local people, they are grappling with poverty.
Honorable, yesterday we had a meeting with your top district leadership here in Kampala, and we were discussing these issues. We are going to gazette that area for the local people.
Very good.
Honorable Chair, somehow my concern
Honorable Kaberuka, kindly you'll inform the chairperson of this committee that the people of Kanungu are no longer illegal miners. Yes. Because they call them illegal miners and they destroy their livelihoods just like that. Please update me on whether they have been formalized as artisanal miners.
Much obliged, sir.
Honorable Chair, mine somehow relates to the point of Honorable Kaberuka about Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development creating a conducive environment for the locals to benefit from the resources that God gave them. For example, give them electricity. When you look at the mines of Mubende in Chiruma and Kasanda, they are almost connected. It is almost one site. But these are the people that do not have roads, yet they have an aspect of corporate social responsibility and the royalties they are talking about. Electricity, which comes from their very ministry. At least let them give them that enabling environment for them to survive in business, and also, like Honorable Chair has said and Honorable Kaberuka, to license them, at least categorize them as artisanal miners, to have them protected for the little benefits that come with that. Thank you.
Honorable James, take me to 2.24, 5, 9 and 14. We handle it together and we call it a day. 2.25, 25, 29, 214. Yeah. Almost something similar to what we've been handling.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, this one is querying the ministry that having allowed this
Impunity. But I think the commissioner is now, I think that one came about because of those people who were being called the illegal miners. And what I'm looking at, illegal mining, we have people who apply for exploration licenses. They end up being miners. They also do mining. Is it allowed? Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Kaberuka. Straight to this question, it is illegal, and that's why we've been working with the Mineral Police Unit to ensure that we enforce compliance. And I hope you have noted we've been having a number of operations, what we called Operation Zabu. And we've closed a number of these mining sites. So that operation with the Mineral Police continues. And on the mineral dealers part, we've also closed about 30 outlets of illegal mineral dealers. So we are committed working with the Mineral Police to continue sanitizing under our Operation Zabu, as codenamed. And Chair, that remains our commitment.
Tell us about the 17 traders.
So the 17 traders engaged in buying and selling of minerals without mineral rights or a valid mineral dealer's license. That is Appendix 6. We want to clarify, first of all, the role of the ministry is to issue mineral dealers licenses, meaning that we come from the enforcement angle. Should a mineral dealer set up illegally, then we have to go in and close. And indeed, beyond these 17, I was reporting that working with Police Mineral Protection Unit, past this audit period, we have closed over 30 outlets of illegal mineral dealers. Now, for the specifics of this list, I will quickly invite Kedi to provide their specific status, but we've gone for them.
Thank you very much, PS. Now, when it comes to the audit report, highlighted 17 mineral dealers. But when we went for the operation, we were able to get more than 30. And this operation is still ongoing. I think now we might have closed about 40 now, as we speak.
But do you appreciate is that the delay in establishing mineral markets is the cause of all this? Because with mineral markets, you're able to do the regulation there. But when you leave Ugandans with no option, they will go illegal, they will go informal, and you lose the money.
You're very right, Honorable Chair. That's why PS was saying, beginning this financial year, we are beginning to establish these mineral markets. And so we're going to ban trade in hotels, in mine sites. Everybody must trade within the mineral market. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you do that, you're going to generate more revenue. By the way, when you compare the revenue from gold alone versus the exports we are proud of, I've heard the president one time saying that we are how many $1 billion of gold exported? 7.4 billion. But how much of revenue can we say we got from that? It is because of a non-functional market. So you're promising this committee that come next audit matter and next audit session, we are not having the issue of mineral markets as a problem.
Not the next one. The next one you'll be auditing us for the just concluded. Yes, 26-27. Yes.
Yes. Oh, no.
Thank you very much, Chair. I am Margaret Naziwa, woman MP Kagadi. Chair, maybe the team can help us, can explain to us what is the procedures do they use for someone to exploit to get the license in order to exploit the minerals. And also, I can give an example. I can give an example to
which query are you handling?
2.26.
2.26.
Yes.
That's where you are.
Yeah. And also, sorry, I'll take you a little bit back because you never gave me a chance. On electricity. In my district, Kagadi, we have dams. But my people, moreover, the people in that particular area have no electricity. the poles just pass on top of their, I cannot even say their buildings because it is very far away. They to an extent that they can never get a chance to get connections to their houses, and however much they want. And we have got some busy centers whereby people can really get serious clients who can utilize electricity. So I would like to understand the procedures you use to give out power. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Chair.
She's going to respond.
Chair, I want to know.
Kindly, you guide me on which audit query you're on.
I'm on 2.25 and 2.26.
2.25 and 2.26, yes.
Yes. Chair, I want to know. You told us that the Auditor General indicated around 17 illegal mineral dealers and discovered about 30. I want to know what action was taken against them. Did you take them to court? Did you prosecute them? And what procedure did you establish? Because upon getting these people, we must fight to see how best they can pay the taxes. Is there a linkage or a memorandum which was signed? How do you work hand in hand with police and URA to ensure that at least we recover some money out of these illegal dealers? Two, what I want to know, did you discover how much, because that goes hand in hand, did you discover how much minerals were extracted upon getting these people, prostituting them, linking them with URA? How much minerals had been extracted? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I will start with Honorable Naziwa's question. Margaret, woman MP Kagadi. Yes, you had two inquiries, one on the criteria for licensing and the procedure for access to power, given the gaps in Kagadi. Now, for licensing, we have a criteria, and Kedi will come in on that. We largely look at the technical and financial capacity of the companies that we are licensing. He will give the detail on how that process is then undertaken. On power, and Chair, you had guided earlier on that tomorrow when we come with a clear report on the status of electrification in the different areas of the members. We shall request the clerk to give us...
Not only members of this parliament,
but also
members of parliament.
Members, yes.
Because the rest of the members of parliament who are not members of the accountability committee will take us at a high speed to know that for you're giving us only this. You bring the entire thing, then for the country.
Yes, indeed. That's where I was going. I was requesting that we indeed prepare and present the status of electrification for the country, for the entire country. But in terms of the criteria that we apply to extend power, we look at a number of aspects. Number one, we target growth centers, like you indicated. You have a number of areas with businesses, SMEs. Those are our targets. But critically, of course, the electricity backbone should have reached these areas, and it's easy to continue with the grid expansion and availability of finances. So tomorrow, we'll be able to demonstrate what the plans are and where we are reaching in the next 5 years as part of our NDP4.
Honorable James, 2.29. Yes, Honorable, before I go to Honorable James, I'm seeing your hand. Kindly, you begin with your name.
There was a question on...
Thank you, Honorable Chair. For the record, my name is Doreen Katushabe Virungi, woman MP, representing the Antonde district. My query is on page 29, 2.4. about the budget performance, about the 29. Sorry, page 29. 2 point, it's about electricity still. Is it too far? About electricity, the budget performance on 2.4. Management of parish development model.
Okay.
Is that too?
Say, bring it on.
Hey,
It's
sorry.
okay.
I understand that there was some amount of money that the ministry was allocated to for the PDM activities. Can the ministry or the accounting officer here help us give us a schedule or a breakdown of these activities, especially on the implementation, and how many parishes were targeted under this PDM, and then how many were actually connected with electricity? Because what this is intended to do is to help our people improve their lives and their incomes. It's for productivity.
Honorable, thank you so much, but kindly let us finish up with the minerals.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
When we are done with the minerals, please, you're supposed to respond to her question.
Thank you.
2.29, Honorable James, query that, and we move to her question. Let's finalize on the minerals.
Mr. Chair, it is on page 18.
Yes.
Page 18. The Auditor General found out that, the management is saying that, I beg your pardon, Mr. Chair. Mining inspections ensure legal compliances, improve work safety, minimize environmental degradation, reduce illegal mining, revenue losses, and promote accountable and sustainable exploitation of mineral resources. When the Auditor General reviewed inspection reports and noted that inspections are carried out and non-compliant licenses holders are issued notices. However, the number of mineral license holders inspected is significantly low compared to the total number of license holders. Out of 402 licenses that need to be inspected at least once in a year, only 252, which is 63%, mineral rights holders were inspected. Additionally, there are no inspectors on the ground to verify production quantities in the period under review. This was attributed to understaffing and limited funding of the mines department. The limited inspection coverage and absence of site verification increased the risk of under-declaration of mineral volumes, delayed detection of non-compliance that led to loss of government revenue and increased health, safety, and environmental risks. Additionally, it undermined effective regulatory oversight by Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. Now, the management said, attributed the inadequate inspection to limited funding and understaffing under the Mines Department.
to show
Additionally,
that,
some
and I'm
active
interested in Buganda.
licenses areas were inspected
Because they
more
say
than once
NRM cannot
because
perform
the
well
level
in
of
Central.
activities required
In Greater
repeated
Luwero,
monitoring. A number of licenses
LOC
were
one.
granted towards the end of the year and did not require immediate inspection. Mr. Chair, I don't know whether this one is has been the practice and how far the ministry has gone to mitigate it, because it should give us comfort. This unregulated operation has a serious connotation on our lives. We are talking of global warming. We are talking of occurrences of some sicknesses. That one is within you to make sure our health is safe. How far have you gone in mitigating this?
Thank you very much, Honorable Kaberuka, through Chair. Now, Honorable Kaberuka raises a pertinent point. Inspection is a key to ensure health, safety, and environment compliance. And as a ministry, we take that matter seriously. One of our hindrances had been capacity, and it continues to be, but we've been supported by the Ministry of Public Service. At one point, we only had 7 inspectors covering the entire country in our public service structure. But we are happy to report, with the support of the public service, we have grown those to, we've added an additional 16, and we should enhance our inspection. But we have seen improvement. I know at the time Auditor General reported 63%. With the additional capacity, we expect that our inspection levels will improve to more than 90%. Because we've already inducted these inspectors. We are also deploying them within the regions so that they are region-based and they are not in Kampala waiting to come to the regions for inspection. So, Honorable Chair, I want to provide that comfort that with these additional inspector numbers and additional enforcement, we should see great improvement.
So it is going to come as an audit query next audit session, right?
It is our commitment.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable James. You've done extremely well. Honorable members, I want her to respond to Doreen's query. Then we see if James has something else left. Let her first, then I'll take on that.
Yes, Honorable Doreen Katshabe had a specific query under the parish development model. What activities did we implement, etc., based on the budget allocated? We want to clarify that the way we implement and support the parish development model is through the same interventions. If it is electricity access, we go to the parish level and we support through electrification. Then if it is, that one we are sorting out, Honorable Minister, Honorable Chair.
You can't do procurement and you take services to the Chair. I think that is politics.
We are sorting out.
On that one, do you respond to the priority of the Parish Development Council, or how do you intervene?
So, under the parish development model, we belong to what we term as the infrastructure pillar. So, we sit and through coordinated planning under the program working group, we integrate. We work with agriculture.
Yes. You know why I never wanted you to go there? Because that is a very serious issue. You want to open it?
Of the PDF?
Yes.
Well, like I said...
That you're saying what you were told, or you're saying what you... These members want to know what you're doing, not what you're told in the books.
No, that's why I indicated that our interventions at the PDM, on the PDM, are through our different projects. If it is an electricity access scalar project, we work with PDM to know where the growth centers are, where are these coolers, where are these agro-processing facilities, and then we design and plan.
For example, now
and
tell
go.
us where the previous information they gave you on the new growth centers. Now tell us where you have taken action.
Okay, so allow me with the specifics to invite the Commissioner of Rural Electrification on that process where we pick and support these agro-processing facilities.
Chair and honorable members, through my PS, the way we implement PDM is that we capture growth centers, and indeed we have, and we have developed 4 projects to address this issue, and we call these projects grid expansion to support parish development. We have 4 components: western, central, east, and north.
Do you have funding?
Yes.
For those projects?
You don't know funding. You can't raise that money because we are talking about $800 million that will have to go into this project. So we have initiated procurements, and starting from western Uganda and central Uganda. Those two are ready.
You got the information from the PDM Secretariat?
Yes.
And you based on that to design
the
new...
Yes, we requested... First
project.
of all, this project is supposed to electrify all sub-counties that we did not electrify, that are not electrified now. And then we are picking value addition in parishes, and we asked PDM Secretariat, but also we went on ground because we have done feasibility studies to interact with local governments, so that we pick where they have their value, where there is value addition, so that we can electrify them. And members, you will note that electricity infrastructure is expensive. We may not reach every parish, but we are working towards that.
Tomorrow, when we are dealing with electricity, you are clearly stating that you're following the PDM guideline, which is very good if you're doing it, because then that is streamlining your projects to where government has priorities. So tomorrow you let us know why the rail lines you found on course, you abandoned them. Is it because there was a change of policy? So when you're responding tomorrow, we need an update on all rail projects, and we need the status of all those projects. And you'll tell us why you chose to abandon them. Is it because there are no growth centers? Is it because we need the reasons why? PS, why the ministry chose to abandon them, yet this is work you found in progress. It would be nice if you began with those. You would have moved now on new areas when these ones are already served. It is so painful. Many members of parliament lost elections because of your empty promises. Very many here. So we need to handle that. So Mr. Budin, tomorrow am I pronouncing his name well? Engineer Abdon. So tomorrow, please, that's where we will begin from. You look in those cameras, and that one on electricity will not be telling us. You'll be telling the public why they've spent years with the poles without power. Kindly prepare well, and don't plan to lie.
Excuse me, Chair.
Yes.
Chair, Also,
Chair, on issue of Engineer Commissioner Abdon, I would want us to be honest. We have the former Minister of Energy came to Parliament and convinced Parliament that PDM is being aligned to electricity expansion. We got excited. We have many projects. We have SMEs, and we want to clarify the chair. Under what program is that PDM alignment? But now, tomorrow we shall be asking you. You need to align your report tomorrow to specifics. Otherwise, when we are going to meander, we are going again to be putting the accounting officer to task. Mr. Chair, GOU.
On clarification.
GOU projects. What happened to them? Are all SMEs under GOU?
Honorable Kaberuka, very nice. Hold the fire for tomorrow. Reserve that energy. We need to reserve that energy. I wanted to conclude this meeting, and this is how I want to conclude. One, I want the you've been here. Yeah, you mean?
Yeah, because I respect you a lot.
Characteristics of Sairo.
Yeah. So, Chair, I'm Silas Augon. I'm the MP for Kumi Municipality. And I thank the Ministry of Energy for the work that you are doing for this country. My other question that I was raising on the request that you have posted to the engineer for submission tomorrow.
The PS.
Okay, to the PS, because she's the accounting officer. That could you also come along with the list of the beneficiaries who are going to benefit from this 800 million? Because I know as a basis for raising that project, you must have already mapped the value addition centers per constituency, so that each MP here will be able to tell their voters that for you, they are going to bring for you power here. For that one, they are going to bring power there. I am one of those people who was there in the tennis parliament. Honorable Chair, you were there in the Natural Resources Committee when we gave money to REA. At the close of REA, around 500 plus, I think 571 billion was transferred from REA to Ministry of Energy. And we had been promised mini industrial parks. And this question has continued lingering around the air like clouds. Where did that money go?
Thank you.
So that we can be able to help the community.
Thank you very much, Honorable Silas. Tomorrow come early, so that the PS does not answer that query when you are absent. So you come early, and honorable colleagues, please come early. We will start at 9 sharp. And I was happy with you, PS, for having kept the time. Only the difference was in the room where we were supposed to meet. Now, I'm left with one query on contingent liabilities, which I want you to respond about. And honorable members, if you have something that you think is very serious indeed, because there are 43 audit queries, if we go one by one, we might end up, that's why you saw us handling where we think is key. But if you have something that you think should not be left out, you inform your chair. Otherwise, I want her to respond to contingent liabilities. And once you're done with that, then we call it a day, and we see how we proceed. Kindly respond about the contingent liabilities. Then we see how we proceed from here.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. In the document, We are on page 5 of our submission. Page 5. Page 5. In this under 1.3, Auditor General raised a query on the reported contingent liability of about 390.53 billion under the statement of contingent liabilities. Under the bulk of this relates to compensation for way leaves for project affected persons on the rural electrification project, and specifically an inherited contingent liability from the Rural Electrification Agency. And we were required to prioritize these liabilities. Chair, we continue to engage, but also within the limitations of our MTEF, engaging Ministry of Finance.
Wanyama, help my members to know what are contingent liabilities before the PS continues.
Contingent liabilities are those largely arise out of litigations. Yes. It's, court cases. I think and uncertainties.
There are Ugandans who took government. They take the Attorney General to court about matters related to how they are doing their work. And now it is the tune of how much?
So, as captured, about 390.53 billion, arising from way leaves for rural electrification. The bulk of this we inherited from REA. We inherited.
But that is not true.
Most of
you know why we are going to go deeper into this. Honorable members who are around, you remember when REA was to give any line, REA would ask honorable members to talk with their members. You remember very well. And they did all these lines free of charge. Everywhere, all the projects that were implemented by Rural Electrification Agency. That's why we need to go into detail who then took government to court. It might be you. Because on our side, REA came to us, told us, you know what? And I'm telling you, these are the facts. REA would tell you that for you to get a line, please talk to your people. We don't have money to pay for way leaves. Now, people took government to court about REA projects. Now we need to know those people who are in court and where. I am worried it might be your team from the ministry. Because it is only you, our local people may know. They gave consent. They gave consent.
Actually, Chair, you may recall that among the donor financed projects or partner projects that were demanding for right-of-way clearance was World Bank. But otherwise, many of the institutions that were supporting us, as far as REA projects were concerned, our request was to clear right-of-way and the work start. But also accounting officer, for the future, because we are yet to do much more, talk to these development partners of ours. For us, we are ready to get right-of-way, especially for distribution. The only burden to you would be for transmission.
It tells me probably you never gave any
REA was doing that
any time to these queries when they came to you. Now PS tomorrow. So do we continue? We need a list of whoever is in court. And Honorable Mulima Mayuni, kindly pick interest, and you will guide us tomorrow. Pick interest in that line, and you will guide us tomorrow. Because that is very serious. 313 billion, when people gave out their land free, who is in court? It means, and when Ugandans hear this, it implies that all those ones we pleaded, please give us free where lives. And we mark you all those guys, PS, they have never been served, most of them. They got polls without power. They got power without connections. So when you open up this, it looks like it might bring more litigation, matters to do with the REA. And then tomorrow you'll also inform us on how you're handling other projects, because you've not come back to us to ask for us to talk to the people, because Ugandans need the power. Where are they? Yes.
I wanted the accounting officer to tell us, this money, does it only talk about WELIV, or it also talks about the contractors that are not paid?
So, kindly respond to that and we see how we close this.
Head of accounts, you quickly refer to the appendix and we clarify. The bulk of the liabilities, the PAPs, but quickly clarify.
Is it only PAPs?
Yeah, no, it's not only PAPs. There are also other outstanding liabilities which were also inherited.
Now, Mr. Chair, through you, did these contractors finish the work? Have you verified whether these contractors finished the work? Could it be one of the contractors that are whose poles are hanging?
Okay, so I'm going to invite the Commissioner of Rural Electrification, because when a contractor finishes the work, we issue a certificate of completion, or they will have submitted an interim payment certificate. So he will quickly speak on the status of these contractors.
No. We requested for a status report.
Okay.
On all. On all.
Mr. Chair, why I'm asking that, in the previous engagement, the accounts department told us that what the lawyers give is what they pay. So which means, I think I'm stating what he stated, that the lawyers can, what they give is what they pay, because they had...
It shouldn't be the lawyers, it is the court.
No, that's what he said. He said, which means if our lawyers from the auditor, from the Attorney General connive with the litigants, then we can go into extra payment. That's what I learned from him. But I am asking the accounting officer, have you verified these claims on grounds?
PAPs. You're on PAPs?
No, PAPs and even contractors.
So for the contractors, most of those claims have been verified, and most of them are under the Rural Electrification Department. And I will quickly ask Engineer Abdon to speak to the specifics. Commissioner Rural.
Thank you, Chair, and through my PS, let me start with PAPs. For us to pay a project affected person, that person, the valuation must be approved by Chief Government Valuer. We don't pay based on any other thing. And then there is another issue that PAPs or the communities take us to court, and when there is a court award, it is Attorney General who tell us to pay, that now I can't appeal, I can't do much, pay this. So we don't determine as a ministry that we should pay or not. It is Attorney General who guides us. And there was an issue that members of Parliament and the rest took to PAPs not to receive power, and we don't compensate. Probably it happened But what we see is that the entire public, for those projects, I think most of them which were done around 2015, 2020, they are coming back to government. And specifically that Islamic Development Bank, where there was no compensation at all. The majority actually who are coming to court are from that project, Islamic Development Bank. We have another issue that we have not resolved, Tibeya. When Tibeya was implemented, it closed the ministry, Ray and the ministry, valued.
Would you like to begin with that tomorrow?
Okay.
Would you like to?
No problem.
Because I see where you're going, and it will end up in a very serious another meeting. Yet I wanted to close this one. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I had for quite long restricted myself to the audit queries, but with your permission, allow me move out to the audit query and ask these members. In my constituency, I have seen people have been paying money.
Constituency, sir. Introduce your name and the constituency so that
I had
they record
introduced
you
myself,
properly.
but for record purposes, my name is Kahima Moses Mugabe. I represent the people of Ruhama East in Ntungamo district. I have seen people paying for one poor service, and this facility has been there for over 2 years. People have paid, but they have not been given meters, and they have not accessed electricity. I wanted to bring it to your attention that when you are coming back with your responses, you could also update us on what? To update us on the status of that project, because many people paid a lot of money and they have not accessed any services in respect of electricity access.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Gaima. Now, PS tomorrow, prepare beyond the audit, the first 1 hour. We shall give you the first 1 hour to brief the country on which projects are running currently, which projects stalled, and which projects are ongoing. We will give you an hour for these members to, before we go, it will be run into audit queries. Okay? You'll use it as a time to build the confidence that purely power is coming, that surely power is coming for those people in Mubende, Kagadi, Jinja, and so many other places. I don't want to talk about Kasanda because you much know the problems in Kasanda, where you're remitting a lot of minerals and you refused completely to supply power there. I want to appreciate you for the effort you have done. For those audit queries that you have failed to respond to, feel free tomorrow to begin with them if you want, but also feel free not to, because at least for us we've done our part. We've picked the information we wanted to pick, but if there is anything you want to clarify on procurement, if there is something you want to clarify on the monies, they have been stating them, the 241 billion, the mischarge of 20 billion, the 160 million, the 29.5 billion, and then all the misstatements done in your accounts, because your accounts looked so ugly. I want to state, and feel free. If you don't want, we have no problem. For us, we will not push in that angle. We've asked our questions, and what we are left with is to make our recommendations. But we will give you opportunity if you want to make good of the time tomorrow. we can give the first 30 minutes for you to deal with that, and we will not do a further interrogation unless the people who have been, like Honorable Masaba can come in, or Honorable Kaberuka can come in, those that have been leading the team. You have been a good client today. Kindly be good tomorrow. You'll be updating us. We will deal with all the projects. We will try to do as much as possible on the project, especially those on electricity. Isn't it, Clark? Access to electricity tomorrow. And we will try as much as possible to reach out to most of them, especially those that have a national outlook, because there are so many other projects. We can handle them by your responses, but mainly those ones. Yes. There? Maybe not tomorrow. There is a day we will create to verify, especially like you're talking about the contractors.
No. The unit itself.
No, the subvention will be for another day.
No.
Are they tomorrow?
Because this statement you are requesting them to give Ugandans really has.
No. The Honorable James. Yeah, we have organized. Don't worry, we shall meet them. Don't worry. I would like Honorable Ferigo, Honorable Wanyama, Honorable Angula, and Honorable Alan to stay behind for something. Just have a small question.
Have they submitted to you the documents if they said they were going to submit?
The documents too?
The schedules which we were requesting for, and said we have told them to submit now.
I've given them the first 30 minutes tomorrow to submit all those documents as we have requested them. Clerk, you remind us in the morning of what they were supposed to submit. First 30 minutes will be for that. The other 30 minutes they will use it to update us about the general. Then we move into the audit queries. Thank you so much, honorable members. May God bless you. May you have a good afternoon. P.S. I would like to ask Honorable Anthony to escort you up to the stairs. Honorable Anthony, you escort the